Hi all, today we are going to learn SQL functions. So there are two types of SQL function. One is system defined inbuilt function. Another one is user defined functions, which is created by the user developer or programmer. So when we say built-in function, so it's comes with the SQL, and we need not to write any code to perform the complexity of the function. So as we say built-in functions, so there are some example of the function where you can take the advantage of existing built-in functions. So I'll give some names for the inbuilt function. The first one is getDate, that returns the date and time of the current date. Second one is day. It will return the day of the month. Third one is month. It will return the month name. Fourth one is year. It will return year of the current date. These are some date level functions. Now we're moving some math level function or data level functions. So we call as a aggregate function where predefined functions are available where you can take the minimum, maximum, and average. So first one is minimum, return the minimum value of the fields. Next one is maximum. It will return the maximum value of the field. Seven is average. It will return average of the field value. Now moving to some string function which is used to manipulate the string data. So first one is left. It will return the left value with the desired length. It is length. Similar to this, we have right. Return the right side value with the desired length. And this substring. So substring returns the value from start to end point. Start to end point. So these are some basics where you can perform your built-in function capability, or you can understand what is built-in function. Now we can implement all this function one by one. So I'm writing some basic query to implement these functions. So to get date, just simply write select get date, and when we execute this command, it will return current date and time. For day, select day of get date. It will return the value. Today is 8th Feb, so it returns 8. Similar to this, you can pass month. It will return you the month as a second month. Similar to month, you can pass year. So it will provide you the year as the same. Now we need to perform minimum, maximum, and average. Okay, so we require some table data where we can perform this. So I have a table with the name of city master. As you can see the ID values. So we can run this function on the ID field. So as I know, or as we know, that we have the minimum field as 1. So as we pass 1, so it will return me the minimum of ID. Sorry. So as we have ID field and we want to take the minimum of that field, so simply write select minimum of ID from the table. So it will return you the minimum. Parallelly, if you want to find max, it will give you the maximum output of that one. If you want to take the average, it will provide you the average. So as we have the table and we need to perform this bottom 3 string related operations. So as I mentioned that left will give you the data from the left side for the desired length. So we'll check the same. Select left of city name. It requires under 2 parameters, field and the length. So it will take the value from left to 2 digit. So let's print our field as well. You can see the output and taking only 2 digit from the left. Parallelly, if we put right, it will take 2 digit from the right. As in left and right, only we have 2 parameters. One is field and one is that your length. But in substring, you have 3 fields. One is your field name, then your starting point, and then your end point. Once we execute this, it captures the value from first to second. If we change the position 4 digit, so it will capture 4 digit. So these are the basic example of inbuilt function. Now we are moving to second part, where is user defined function comes in picture. So why we use user defined function? It used to hide the complexity and calculation, and it will result or return a desired output or required output. So we can see that what is the create function syntax. As we can write same as create function fn get data city. We have to pass parameter and integer. Return type returns as then your begin and clock. So directly you cannot return any value from here. So you need to assign one variable and you can return that variable. So first we declare the variable where it's city name. Yes, okay. And now we can assign this variable with the field. Now we can return city. As you can see, we have created the function with the create function statement. Now we have to pass function name, then your parameter, your return type, as this is your actual block where you have to write the code. I've declared one variable where I can store the city, and this is my city assignment, and I'm returning the city. So it will return only one data. Now we have to pass where clause where id equal to id. So when I run my function, then it will pass my id and it will return the city. It will assign the city name and it will return the city name. So let's try this. First we're creating the function. Now how to execute function? So simply you have to write the select statement, db.tier function name, then your parameter value. Now if I'm executing this one, so it will give me the resulting output. So you will get the desired output based on your parameter value. This is a single type, a return type, which we use as a function. Now where we can use the function where it returns the table. So the execution is different for return the table. So returns. So only syntax change where we can returns table as return. So as you can see, so here only we have a return table. We are returning as, and I'm passing my syntax the query with the parameter and next to return. Let's create this. Already object are there. Another object has been created. Now the execution. So if you have a return type table and you're trying to execute the function, so it execute similar to view. So select star from that your function name, function name, and then your value. If I want to alter, I can alter the same. So it returns the complete table. So this is the basic difference where returns the table and where returns the value. So when we returns the table, we have to write the query for that function similar to that table. Select star from that function name and then your parameter. If you're having that normal function which is returning the value only, so you need to write only normal select and then your function name. That's it for the functions in SQL. Please subscribe and like if you like the video. Thank you.